Okay, let's see now. What can you see now? Bull. That is a what? It's a boolean. Boolean. Okay, you can see it. Is it okay now?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if it's possible one of you to sit maybe close to the door, close to this person. What is it called? Victor, so you can see clearly. Okay, so you can see now this is, if you want to check the type or the data type of that particular variable, this is what you do. Are you getting that, Abi? This is what you do. Okay, that is all about the word. Let's say like I said, there are much this thing data type. Okay, there are more, the other one called maybe floats. Okay, float to check if a number is a floating point number, kind of. Alright, so that is for that. Okay, now what we'll do, let's see let's make use of what? The operators. Okay, let's make use of what? Operators now. Let's make use of the operators. For example, we can create a variable like two variables, say num1 equal to 12, then num2 equal to what? Maybe 3. So we'll now say another declaration, maybe like sum equal to, or num3. Okay, this num3 now equal to num1 plus num2. Are you getting now? Once you do that, it's going to add the two numbers together for you. There's one thing you should know. All right, like some programming language, you can easily add maybe they call it concatenation. You can join two things together, kind of. Alright, you can even join a number and a string together. But in Python, when you are doing that, they all call typecasting. Okay, what we call typecasting, you will have to typecast first before this number can come to, maybe this string and number can come together. Okay, are you getting that? If not, you are going to see an error. Okay, now let's say we have num1 num2, say some numbers equal to what? Num1 plus num2. Say some numbers. Okay, let's run it. What can you see? You can see 30, because what we are literally doing here is, so we are saying, since number 1 is what? Is 23, and number 2 is 7, we should what? We should add number 1 and number 2. Okay, we should add number 1 and what? Number 2. We should add number 1 and number 2. So in the same vein, if you want to subtract now, all you have to do is to maybe the variable name, you can change it to, instead of sum, you say minus numbers. Okay, then maybe num1 minus what? Num2. It's not going to be what? Num1 what? Division. The same to you what? Divide by 5. What will be the answer? 2, right? Okay, because 5 can only go into 2 how many times? 2 times, right? It remainder what? Remainder 0. Okay, remainder 0. So in most programming language, they still obey that. Okay, in most programming language, they obey that, what they call mode. Okay, modulus, kind of. Alright, they do that. Alright, they do that. Okay, for instance, this thing you are going to do, that one you can do it yourself. Where the subtraction, the division, and the multiplication, you can do that yourself. So let's take a look at the what? The mode. Let's take a look at the mode. The mode, it presents in most time with a percentage sign. Okay, with what? A percentage sign. That is for the mode. Let's say 10, maybe 2. Let's check it first. Okay, if you look at it, it gives us what? 5.0. Okay, 5.0. Okay, this 5.0, is it a floating point number or just an integer? It's a floating point number, I mean. Okay, so like, don't worry. Let's. Okay, I want to talk about the mode. Alright, there's a way, like I said, you cannot maybe typecast this particular stuff. I think once we invite the int, okay, int now, maybe we will group the two numbers, alright, using the int, maybe the int, you are going to see that it's going to be what? 5, no longer 5.0. Okay, because integers, they are what? They are whole numbers. They are whole numbers. Okay, let's say let's see something. What can you see now? 0. So why is 0 here? Because what this percentage sign, what it does, alright, what it does, it checks for the remainder. It checks for the what? For the remainder. That is what the percentage sign is used for. Okay, it checks for the what? For the remainder. Maybe after the division, what is left? That is the leftover. That is what it actually checks for. Okay, that is what the mode is used for. Okay, that is what the mode is used for. Okay, so now I think this is just the basic of some of the stuff you need to know. Alright, one thing we need to look at, let's say this number now, we want the user to enter the number. Are you getting? We want the person working, the person should enter the number, not we just manipulating the number here. The person, when they come to the application, they should be able to enter the numbers they want. Are you getting that? They should be able to enter the number they want. So to do that, you are going to use the impute function. Okay, the impute what? Function. Okay, so what we are going to do, let's declare two variables. Let's say num1 equal to impute, say enter number. Okay, so you can duplicate it. You have num2, you say enter number. You look at it. So this first one is going to take what? It's going to take the first number. Then the other one will take what? The second number. Okay, so if we now want to, let's say we want to sum now. Alright, if we want to sum, the next definition is going to be what? Maybe that next definition is if you will now calculate the num1, the person enter, and the num2. Are you getting that? But remember, once people are entering number, we can force them like what you need to enter what? An integer. Are you getting that? You need to enter an integer. So let's see first. So now you can say print what? Num2 plus what? Num1. Okay. Let me run it from this place. Hello. If you look at the screen, he asked me to what? Enter number. Wait a please. Any number. Enter 15 there, please. Enter 15 and press enter. Press enter. Strike the enter button. Okay. Enter 15. Enter 12. Press enter. Okay. I think there is a problem here. How can I see the problem? Yeah. What it does, it didn't what? It didn't add the numbers together. Do you know why? Do you know why it didn't add the numbers together? Why? Is that? Why did you not add the two numbers together?
This concatenation.
Okay.
Concatenation, not addition.
Okay. So You were going, I think you said something like int.
Yes, the input is meant for string.
For string. I get now. So when we try to add the number, what it was just doing was what? It was just it was just joining them together for us. Okay, so I think I said something like maybe make use of the int. Okay, so once you use the int now, the system will know that okay, this one, what the person is entering now is what? Is an integer. Are you getting? What the person is entering is what? Is an integer. Okay, and that int most of the time you can pass it in. All right, see, you can pass it in when the person is what? Let's say when the person is typing the number, or once you are evaporating, you can what? You can typecast. It's called typecasting. Okay, you can what? That is data typecasting. All right, you can be able to typecast, converting it from a string to what? To integer. Okay, converting it from a string to integer. Let's see something. Yes. You let enter the number if you have the same error. No, not the enter. Hey. What did he give to you now? Did he give you 27? So you can see what I've done now is called what? Typecasting. Okay? So typecast. No more like maybe you are converting a data type from a particular form to another form. Are you getting? That is what they call typecasting. Okay? Another way, you can put it in the very beginning before the person enters the stuff. You can put it there. I don't know if it's clear to you guys. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, fine. So you can see this is how you can add two numbers now. Okay, this is how you can add two numbers now. Okay, just because of time, we are going to proceed. Okay, we are going to proceed to another thing you need to know. I need to tell you this. It's called what they call let's say let's deal with conditions. Okay, conditions. Okay, condition. So once you get the word condition, all right, in that condition you call them what? Decision making. Decision making. Remember when I was teaching you guys sort of development life cycle, I told you guys about the, what is it called, the flow charts, and I told you guys the kind of diamond shape or kite shape used for decision making. If this one is true, do this, else go back. Decision majorly is all about if then else. Are you guys, let me focus please. It's all about what? If then else. If then else. Okay, that is majorly about a decision. So in Python, we have what they call the if block or the if statement. Okay, the if statement. We have the what? The what? The if else statement. Okay, we have the if else statement. Then we have the what? The if if, that is else if, alright, and what? Else. Okay, if, else if, and what? Else. Okay, that is what is it called? Majorly the conditions. Okay, that majorly the what? The conditions. Okay, that majorly the condition. Okay, I about you have paid the challenge. I said write a number or write a program to check whatever the what is it called, the person enter, to know, let's say whatever the person enter, if it's an even number or an odd number. Okay, if what the person enter is an even number or an what, an odd number. Okay, with condition you'll be able to know. Are you getting? With conditions you'll be able to know with that percentage sign. That is the mode I've given you guys already. Okay, so let's say the if. Okay, the if, the what is it called, the let's say the structure is what? Once you have the if, you will now have your condition inside the if. Okay, the structure is if and the condition inside the what? What is it called? You cannot make use of the what is it called? This thing, the parenthesis, or you can write it that way. Okay, you can make it of the parenthesis or write it that way. But let's see this the structure of this if, of this conditional if we are talking about. Okay, so this is it. Hello. Let's say if you okay, this is not obvious. Okay, it's up now. Alright, you can see it now. Alright, the conditions there, then the next thing you will now have is the what? The statement. The statement. If is this, do this. Are you getting that? If this condition is true, do this. If this thing is correct, do this. Okay, that is all about. Okay, so. Okay, let's see. If when the condition is true, do this, perform this operation. Perform what? This operation. Okay? But then that is just the if. This one you can call it the one-way if. Are you getting it? You can call it the what? The one-way if. Okay, the one-way if. There's another one called nested if. Hello? What they call nested if. In a layman we will call it if inside if. Are you getting? If inside if. If inside if. They call that is a nested if. Are you getting now? That is a nested if. Let's say most of the time we are making of maybe ChatGPT or whatsoever. Alright? To us we might be thinking that maybe they are using more like something really complex. But what they are doing is they are nesting these things. Are you getting me now? They are nesting these things. They will look for maybe the operation you are performing. Okay? They will look at your operation you are performing. You will be able to do based on the operation of the user, you display on the person. Are you getting now? Based on the user action, you display a particular message based on the word, the action of the user. So this one is what? One way if. Okay, one way if. So and another one is what? If s. Okay. Okay. How you can see it? This stuff, don't mind the stuff, errors, it's only showing error because I'm using it to explain to you people. Are you getting now? I'm using to explain to you people. When once we are writing the code, you'll be able to see it in what? The operation. I'm trying to show you guys the structure. Okay, the structure. This one is just what? If and s. This is just what? If and s. If and s. This is just if and s. Okay, so this if and s, how it works, all right? This one is checking two items. Okay, it's checking what? Two items. In these two items, this guy is let's say this guy is checking. Excuse me. In these two items, this guy is checking. The first one might decide to check for the true, maybe the correct one. Or the first one decide to check for the what? For the incorrect one. While the other will check for the correct one. Are you seeing now? For instance, I said please help me to buy wine. Okay, let's say help me to buy wine. If there is wine, bring wine. If there is no wine, bring beans. Are you getting what I mean? So the first one, if there is wine, the person will bring wine for me. Else, the person will bring what for me? Beans. Are you getting what I mean? So that is about the word, the if and what? The S. The if and the S statement. We have another one called the word, the S if. Okay, the S if, or you call it the L if. Okay. Okay, so hello, how you can see it. So you can see the if, the S if, and the word the S. Okay, look at it. I said, go and bring wine for me. Okay, if there is a wine, bring the wine. Okay, sorry, I said get wine for me. If there is wine, I'm telling you now, if there is wine, bring wine for me. If there is beans, if there is coke, bring coke for me. If there is no wine, or what is it called, coke, are you getting what I mean?